What's going on, guys? Today I'm changing the thermostat in my 2018 Grand Caravan. From what I understand, it's from 2008 all the way through 18, so almost all the years. So first step to do is to drain the coolant. I already started some of these. There's a little, see that red knob right there? You turn it just a little bit and you let it drain. You don't want to take it all the way off, because then one, you can lose it. Two, it'll just uncontrollably be squirting out from all the way from the middle. So get that a little bit loose. Then you want to loosen the radiator cap, or take it off, so that there's a better flow. Next, you want to loosen this clamp right here on the intake and take this one off. Just pull it off. There's nothing holding it on. After that, you take off this bolt right here for the power steering fluid. You move this out of the way, put the bolt back so you don't lose it. Next, you're going to take this hose off from the warm side of the intake. Yep. And following that, the intake box should come right off. Alright. Alright, once you got your intake box out of here, you're going to get some pliers and take this clamp off. All right, next you got two 10mm bolts, one right here, I just took it off, and then there's one under here. So you want to take those off after you take this. So when I took this off, the hose connecting to it, there's still a little bit of coolant under there coming out, so I put another bucket underneath. You don't have to, I just did it just to save as much as possible. So now take these two bolts off, and the housing should come right off. You got a little magnet right here so I don't lose them. And there it is. You're going to take the new one and put it in. So I was just trying to put it in and it wasn't going, and I realized that the old gasket, this little rubber piece on the last one, was stuck in there, right on the lip. So had to get it out. Now it should go right on. All right, I got the two bolts back on, and now to put the hose back. Also, you want to make sure that this is tight. You don't want to over tighten it, because then you can break it. There's like a little gasket right here in between, so make sure it's not bulging out. That means it's too tight. So put the hose back on and then put the clamp on. Next, you want to put the air box back in just the way it came out, and then put the power steering reservoir back on top, put the bolt in. All right, there's three little notches. There's one right there, one right here, and then under there where it clicks in at the bottom. So connect it to the hose, click in those three notches, put the hose, the warm side back on. Make sure you tighten it, don't over tighten it, because then you'll strip the clamp. Just so it's snug. Should be using some electric stuff, but battery's dead. And put this hose back on. And take the power steering fluid. And put that back on. And time to fill it up with coolant. And I'll show you the last part after this. When you're filling up coolant from the bottom, you want this to be the highest point, so that all the water comes out this way, all the air comes out this way, and only coolant's left, so you don't have any air bubbles. So what I like to do is jack up the side that it's on, and you could even see the little bubbles coming out of here. I'm going to start the car and let it burp. All right, I started the car. What you want to do is turn it all the way to hot. All the way to hot. Make sure the AC is off. You want the coolant to circulate through the heater core, so make sure it doesn't overheat. If it does, it's most likely an air bubble. and wait until it gets hot. And that's it. That's how you change the thermostat in a Grand Caravan.